Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise here on Madden 24. And it's the second season already. We plowed through the first season. I had so much fun. I just couldn't stop playing. And yeah, we're going to be kicking off this season against the Houston Texans, a week 1 game. And I can promise you that this game is going to be a lot different than the games we played last season. That we quite easily won, to be honest. But they really buffed up in the off season. So I'm going to be showing you that, of course, later on. First of all, let's go step by step here. We have the schedule here, of course. The preseason, I'm not going to show you that. Basically, we won all 3 games. Don't know how that worked, but okay, we got that done. Regular season now. We've got the Texans at home and the Jags at home. Immediately 2 rough games. Texans, I promise you, this is going to be a rough game. Jags was rough last season. Probably not really going to be much easier right now. Then it's the Bears away, then it's the Jags away. Again, 2 tricky fixtures, but I think we could get something out of these. The Colts at home, all right, we had that last year. We won at home, we lost away to the Colts, so this is going to be very tricky. Then we've got the Vikings away, the Colts away, then the Packers at home and the Patriots at home. Again, 2 tough teams, then the Texans away, which is not going to make things easier. And then we've got a beautiful lineup at home. We've got the Bills going to be playing Josh Allen, who's only the cover model. I mean, how good could they be, right? Anyways, then the Giants, then the Lions at home. Then we've got bye week. And then we've got the home stretch, which is going to be the Browns, the Dolphins, the Chiefs at home, and the Jets away. So Jets away going to be tricky. I mean, they are without Aaron Rodgers because he retired, but still, this is not going to be too easy. They always have a tough defense to face. The Browns were hard. The Dolphins were actually, we beat them, but I wouldn't underestimate them in any capacity. So looking at this, we've got quite a challenging season ahead of us. No bye week in the first season half. It's coming in week 14, which is a little bit late in my opinion. No time to rest up. So we've got a pretty rough schedule heading up to week 9, in my opinion at least. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, with that said and done, I think we are going to be taking a look over here. What is the season goal going to be? Look at our team. 80 offense, 85 defense, and 82 overall. We have improved, I would definitely say so, but we're still working around the problems now we sort of picked up from the past. So I will be looking for 7 wins. That should be the target. We just made it last season. We ended the season 8 and 9. But this season, I would really like to get a more solid season. If we can get into the playoff, then that's fine. Making the playoffs, winning the Super Bowl, certainly way out of the reach for this team. So we're going to commit to 7 season wins. That should be doable. I'd like to start this week. The opening day keys, of course, this is something that we're going to be covering in a second. Choose a draft class. Again, there's a separate video. Might link that. Otherwise, just take a look at my channel. I've got it there. I will import a local file. I downloaded an updated file here. It's the 2025 NFL draft file. It has been updated, so it has basically all players in there already. This creator keeps working on these files over time, and of course we're still very early. The game is not even out 14 days, so today actually it is exactly 14 days. I'm doing a little bit of bulk recording and can't really stop myself of playing. Looking at this, of course, Kate Klubnik is one of the top QBs in the 25 class. There's quite a few that are around here, of course. We're looking at a less strong class here compared to the 2024 draft. We do have these 2 here, but apart from that, we've got a few question marks right there. The running backs, again, we have a few interesting players are around here, but this class is not as loaded as the 2023 class was, or the 2024 class will be. Apart from that, I do see a few interesting prospects already. Yeah, we will be just giving the game time to sort of look at these, search the best players, and then we're just going to be approaching the draft again. As you know, we still have a few issues, but I think we plugged a few holes in off-season. Alrighty, that's said and done. Now, nothing left to do but, of course, heading to the opening day keys. It's opening day this week and a fresh start for every team around the league, and you'll be facing the Texans. What's the key to victory? I'm going to say a stifling defense. It all starts with defense. We plan on making their offense uncomfortable and keeping them off the scoreboard as much as possible. Yeah, I think this is the key. If we can keep their offense off the field, then we've got a fantastic chance. You mentioned making their offense uncomfortable. Where does that start? I think we're going to disrupt the pass. This is what we can do best. We want to control the skies. Great pass defense leads to a lot of great things that make it much harder for them to score and win the game. So we will be getting a small buff. I expect beat the Texans, allow less than 200 yards passing. Game planning tip, no boost. Well, that sucks. A little bit disappointing, but yeah, there we go. And now we're going to be checking out two teams at the beginning of the new season. Number one, I will be checking out our team, of course, just showing you what we're looking like, what we're shaping up. And then we're going to be taking a look at the Texans, who are actually just above us. So that's going to be a short move right there. And yeah, let us take a look at our team in more detail. The quarterbacks, there are no surprises. I think to those that followed season one, I've got Will Levis here. I want him to succeed. I want him to be my QB of the future. We're going to try and keep building his abilities. I think that is just the way to go. He does have the 73, which doesn't look too crazy good. When you do look at his ratings, I feel like he's a little bit better than they might look here. He's the 34th ranked QB, which basically means if you've got 32 teams, he's the second best backup QB in the league currently, which is a little bit weird because he's my starting QB, but there we go. So the throw power is awesome, all right? Deep accuracy, we have to work on that. Medium and short accuracy are somewhat decent. Throwing the run, not as much. Play action works, under pressure works. Awareness is bad, break sack is really bad. The secondary attributes, he's not the quickest. He does have good acceleration, but the speed is not high. Agility is not that high, change of direction. So he's not really one of those scrambler dudes. He's more one of those static quarterbacks. We've got carrying, we've got strength, so that's certainly not his strengths. Injury 88, so we need to protect him. There's just no way around that. Looking at Malik Willis, he's 25 and 70 rated. A little bit lower rated than Will Levis. He does have a slightly higher throw power. Deep accuracy is a little bit worse. Medium accuracy is way worse. Short accuracy is almost on par, I would say. Awareness is really horrible. Under pressure is bad as well. Break sack is a little bit better because he's one of those scramblers, which also means he's got higher speed, acceleration, agility, and change of direction. And that just means that he is a little bit more usable when you just need to, when the passing doesn't work, you just have to run it with a QB. I tried that in the last game against the Jags, last game of the regular season, 2023, but that just didn't work out at all. It was really, really horrible. The running back room, partly unchanged. We've got Derrick Henry, Tyjae Spears, and Chris McAdams. I'm going to be just showing you these players quickly. Derrick Henry, still around, superstar X-Factor player. He's still not regressing as hard, but he will be starting at the age of 30. I just know it because I set the sliders that way. Do check my sliders out because that was a lot of fun as well doing that. So I expect him to sort of go back, but him having the X factor still extremely important. As long as he has that, he's a clear starter, number one. We've got Tyjae Spears as well, starter trait still around, 81 overall, 23 years old. He's going to grow, keep growing. So pretty happy with him as well. And finally, we snagged Chris McAdams out of free agency, rookie out of West Virginia. I don't really know why he was dropped. 22 years old, 71 overall. Not too shabby, I have to say. Of course, there's a huge depth in running backs. There's so many running backs around, but I need to look at the budget as well. So this is why I went for a pretty cheap option right there. Fullback is Hassan Haskins. We still have him around. I think he's doing not that much of a bad job here. He's a good blocker. He's quite tough. Plus, he's young as well. 12th best ranked fullback in the league. I think we can certainly build on that. The wide receivers also unchanged for the most part. We've got DeAndre Hopkins as my wide receiver number one. Behind that, Treylon, Burks, If you can see it on the right-hand side, player tags, it says mentor. DeAndre Hopkins is now a mentor, which is going to benefit all the younger players. Beautiful setup. I love that. Treylon Burks is my incoming wide receiver number 1. But right now, wide receiver number 2. But he is building. He's just so good. Really, really like getting the ball to him. Kyle Phillips and Amari Rodgers both have proven that they've deserved this spot on the roster here. And I'd really like to see them develop a little bit quicker this season. The mentor might be helpful here. Colton Dowell, wide receiver, 25 years old, 69. He was drafted in 2023. I'm not quite sure how well he will be incorporating in there, but at the moment he's a backup. He's got good speed and acceleration, so I like that about him. Catching traffic is also pretty solid with an 86. It's better than Kyle Phillips, actually. So I think we can look towards him in certain situations as well. So he's not a complete dropout. The tight end room, of course, Zach Ertz as a mentor. He's only here to mentor the younger players. Okonkwo, we've got Josh Whyle and Michael Ezeki. We brought back Josh Whyle out of free agency. He didn't want to sign a contract. Now he's got a 7-year deal, so there we go. But he's a big man and I like him. He didn't play that horribly, so really good to have him around. Michael Ezeki was decent when he played, and Chig Okonkwo is my starting tight end, of course. He still has the start-if trait, so I do hope that he starts growing a little bit more. His big problem was the dropped balls. That was just really, really horrible. Zach Ertz, on the other hand, is a decent, more than decent backup in case of an injury for one of these here, and he can take over. So in depth chart, he's ranked at 4, but I can use him anytime, which is pretty good. Left tackle, we're bringing in rookie Joe Alt here. He is our first round pick, the rookie out of Notre Dame, 6'8", 322 pounds. That is just fantastic. Already looking very, very well rounded, very well stacked here. He's got the hidden depth trait, so who knows what is hiding behind that. At least the start-if trait. Andre Dillard will be the backup at left tackle. He's 28 and 75, so of course he's going to take a backseat here. Next up, left guard, Peter Skoronski, 2381. I do hope he stays fit this season. He was really good when he was playing last season. When he was not, he was really missing. We've got Dakota Dozier here, who's a mentor. I just want to try and improve Peter Skoronski at that position a little bit more. Center, Aaron Brewer. I've got Dylan McMahon, who's also a draft pick. And we've got Jonathan Harrison, bridge player, mentor, of course. I just want to improve Dylan McMahon and maybe get Aaron Brewer a slight boost in certain categories. Who knows? We might be switching Dylan McMahon in here because I do like his strength. Awareness is super low, so there's parts that we need to work on here, but he's a decent backup. Right guard is Graham Barton and Dylan Redance as the backup. Graham Barton, 2274, hidden depth trait, the rookie out of Duke. I brought him in the second round, actually, and he's already looking pretty decent at the right guard. He's initially a left guard as well, but I switched him over. We're going to be using him here. I just needed a solid right guard. Dylan Redance was fine, but fine is not good enough. Plus, he's just 4 years older already than Graham Barton, who's better. Right tackle is Nicholas Petit-Frere. I'm going to be giving him another shot this season. Jaelyn Duncan switched over from left tackle, and we've got Chris Hubbard here as a mentor to try and help these two players grow just a little bit quicker. That has to be the aim, to really improve my starters and get a super solid starting line, and then we can build on a good backup line. The defense, what are the changes here? Denico Autry is here, but he has a different role this season. He's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a mentor. He's going to be mentoring James Houston IV. We brought him in on free agency, 25 years old, 75 overall, start-if trait. When you look at his overalls, the overall 75 doesn't look that crazy good, but he has decent stats in there. I want to give him a shot. I want to see what he can do. He's decently young, and he's also, is decently a word? Decently? I don't know. Whatever. He's decently young. 2-year experience out of Jackson State. He's 75 now, 25, so he should still be growing. That is positive here. What's next? Next up, let's take a look at the right edge. Right edge is Jeffrey Simmons, undisputed superstar. Of course, we're going to just keep him there because we would be stupid not to do so. Still very, very good, very, very effective. Behind him, we've got Adisa Isaac, who I hope can learn from the big man up front. This is a rookie out of Penn State. We brought him in. He does have a normal depth trait, so don't expect crazy growth here. But yeah, there we go. D-tackle is Tier Tired, 27 and 80. Behind him, Jaden Peavy. I cut down the D-tackle room. We only have 2 D-tackles. This will have to make do. We can always switch in edge rushers or other players, linebackers, in case of injuries. But for the time being, this is going to be the starting and backup setup. Left outside linebacker Arden Key stays the same, 28-76. We've got Rashad Weaver behind him, 26 and 70. Not overwhelming this room, I have to say so, but at the moment I'm going to be sticking with this because it actually worked pretty well last season. Mid linebackers, we have a huge boost here. We have Aziz Al-Shaair as the starter, and then we brought in Kenneth Murray Jr., one of the all-time favorites on my channel, on Franchise Series. He's just always free. I'm not picking him. I think he's picking me, but there we go. 25 out of Oklahoma. 4 years experience. He was with the Chargers. He was a free agent. 80 overall startive trait, and he's just super solid. He's just a really, really solid mid linebacker. I like having him on the team. Just really going to boost that. Plus, we've got Monty Rice, who can continue to grow. We've also got Eric Gentry, who we signed, I think it's a 7th rounder or 6th rounder. But there we go. 22-64 normal dev trait, so no craziness here. But yeah, he will have to grow a lot to be in contention. Right outside linebacker, Harold Landry, the 3rd. Behind him, Michael Hoyt. Again, another one of those that we snagged out of free agency. He was in the practice squad, but I dragged him up here. I think he's got something to offer to the team. At age 26-73, one might be critical, but looking at his stats, he's actually better than he looks here. The cornerback room, again, 5 cornerbacks. I did cut this a little bit. So we've got Sean Murphy-Bunting as CB1 unchanged. We've got Christian Fulton as CB2 unchanged. Roger McCreary is here. Caleb Farley is here. And Kelvin Joseph. This is one that I brought in from the practice squad. He will get to show what he can do. Might even push up a little bit more. He does have a normal depth trait, so that is that. No big surprises there. Free safety, Kevin Byard, 31-93. Gonna stick with him. As long as he's solid, as long as he's delivering, I think we're going to be keeping him around. We've got Terry Bajest, who's 25-76. Is this the player of the future, the free safety of the future? We're going to have to see. Strong safety, Amani Hooker, 26-81. Behind him, J.L. Skinner, who actually went up to 71 at age 23. Liking this here. Who knows how that will go. But yeah, this is the setup. Cameron Dicker, we brought him in. Also out of free agency. I really like him. Cameron Dicker, he's our kicker. He was our kicker for the Dolphins already, and now he's going to be doing the same thing here for the Titans. He was available. What would you have done, dudes? I mean, seriously. Punter, Ryan Stonehouse, and then we've got the draft picks and the practice squad. And the practice squad is already pretty well filled, but I feel like I might have to do something about this because I didn't put on a lot of these players here. Certainly some of these I would never have put on here, such as this right guard here, Zachary Thomas. My man, you're gonna have to leave. I mean, what is this? Sometimes the CPU just fills up the practice squad. I really don't like that. I don't think it's clever, but there we go. Shaq Rice, halfback, 22-65. We've got Keontae Ball, 23 and 63. Candidate. Is this a candidate? Nope, it's a candidate. There we go. Will Paxton, tight end. Definitely not a player that I see going for us in the future. And sadly, all of the rookies have the same model. As you can see, it's the black dude with the number 0. This is really a pity. Something went wrong here. I think it's the draft bug that a lot of people are reporting on. It's a little bit ridiculous if you ask me, but yeah, there we go. Can I be checking out if there's probably interesting players available in the free agents pool that we could bring in? Tyreek Jones, Matthew Jackson, going to be keeping those around. If we look at the positions that we have, Shaq Rice, okay, we've got 2 wide receivers now. Lewis Jones out of Bowling Green State, and Keontae Ball is another rookie here. I'm not too sure if I really want to keep these around here. I'm going to be cleaning up the practice squad. Going to be letting everybody go that is not part of my initial practice squad, because I mean, yeah, they're not horrible players. At least like the 26-year-old dude that was 60-something rated. But I do like to pick my own practice squad. Not really a big fan of just getting Dudes rammed down my Madden throat. That sentence was weird, but yeah, whatever. Here we go. Final one. Here is Louis Jones out of Bowling Green State. We will be adding some free agents here. So we've got Daniel Hardy. All right. Chance Campbell. All right. Matthew Jackson. All right. And Tariq Jones. Those are my practice squad players. All right. Before we do anything else now, we are going to be taking a look at the Texans. So here we go. CJ Stroud, superstar right now. He went up last season. He was only a starter trait. Now he's a superstar. He has improved. 2286, vastly improved. Davis Mills, Corey McLean, a rookie here. So this is the setup here. Running backs, we've got Damian Pierce. We've got Raheem Sanders. That's a rookie as well. And Jaelyn Wright, another rookie. Just going to be checking out this one here. And a hidden death trait, just as I expected. He's a 0 number. Oh, man, this is going to cause crashes in game, isn't it? I can see this. He's got number 16, so maybe if they add a patch, this will sort itself out, but this is just really annoying. Fullback is Andrew Beck. There we go. Wide receiver is Mike Williams. They added a new wide receiver, number 1. This is a bad news for us. Keenan Williams, superstar, is the second wide receiver. So we've got 2 new wide receivers here. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, then it's Tank Dell, who was here last year. John Mechie the third. We've got Nico Collins and Xavier Hutchinson. Unchanged, but the bottom, the top 2 are really going to make life very difficult. This is what I meant when I meant they buffed up. Next up, tight ends, Dalton Schultz. They've got Brevin Jordan here and Bryson Nesbitt. This is a rookie as well. He has a normal dev trade, and it's the same player model. There we go. Left tackle, Laramie Tunsil behind him. Kingsley Suamataya. There we go. 21 and 76. All right. Looking good, actually. Left guard, Kenyon Green. Behind him, Sadiq Charles. 25-69. This is also unchanged. Let me just check out this rookie here. Hidden death trait. Might have guessed. All right. 21-year-old left tackle with a hidden death trait. At center, we now have Rodney Hudson facing us and Juice Scruggs behind him. The Rodney Hudson, they brought in this super experienced center here. Right guard, Shaq Mason, 31-85. Jared Patterson still here. Shaq Mason also still here. Right tackle, Titus Howard, 28 and 77 behind him. Ruben Fathery, the second, another rookie that I know pretty well from a few rebuilds. So yeah, there we go. Left edge is Will Anderson Jr., unchanged with a superstar dev trait. Dylan Horton as his backup. We've got the right edge, that's Trey Flowers. 31 and 74, we've got Derek Barnett and Alex Witherspoon, or Weatherspoon, a rookie, 22-69. Trey Flowers added to the team here. D-tackle is Arik Armstead, 30 and 82. Malik Collins and Thomas Booker the fourth. When I was looking through the free agent signings, I just saw Texans. There you go. Arik Armstead, new addition here, adding to the defense. Before it was way weaker now. Really buffed up. Josh Allen, another big name that has been added here. Drew Tranquil, another big name that has been added here. So you can really see this team really went for it. I don't know what they're trying to do. Is this a Super Bowl rush or whatever? But they really buffed it. Mid linebacker Miles Jack, another big name, big addition. And they've got Henry Toto here, who was a rookie last year, and Garrett Wallow. But of course, Miles Jack is a very different beast. 28-80, super experienced. So as I said, a very different team. Christian Harris still at the right outside linebacker. Malik Reed is here. Cornerbacks, Derek Stingley Jr. was nasty last year. Desmond King the second. We've got Cameron Sutton here. We've got Mike Jackson Sr. and Terrion Arnold, a rookie. 21-74 rated with a normal dev trait out of Alabama. And then we've got free safety Jimmy Ward and Brandon Hill. Plus strong safeties Jalen Petra, Jack Howell. Kicker Kerry Webb, a rookie. And a punter is Presley Harvin III and Wyatt Coleman, another rookie. So you can see that the Texans really improved their team a lot. That was so much change in there, especially on defense. And again, when you look at the overalls, it doesn't look like it. But yeesh, they are really going to be a handful. All right, let's take a look here at our defensive fatigue levels. We're just going to be going with half pads and splits. I don't see the point in just risking an injury at the beginning of the season. And next up, the offensive game plan. We're going to be running it inside. That, of course, has worked best last season, and we're just going to be sticking with it. 95, I think we can risk starter training here. So we're going to be going with this one here, team profile. Of course, we need to focus on defending the pass. So we're going to be going here. We're going to get 1 interception. Defense coordinator, 24 points. We're going to get 250 offensive yards. And we're going to go with no sacks allowed. Maybe allow under 200 yards. I don't think that's realistic. The team is looking really nasty, especially those wide receivers are adding a lot of danger. All right, no injuries. So it's player upgrade time. Let's get through this here. Peter Skoronski, Joe out, and Chig Okonkwo are getting upgrades, so not too many, but we might have the first effects that mentors are having on these young players. Joe Alt, I can't wait to see what his death rate will be. He's already looking pretty good. And there we go. Chig Okonkwo, 74 rated. Possession. Nice. There we go. All right, good. So we got this one here done, and we will now be taking care of staff very quickly though, but still I want to get this done. Hello, Sean. Now let's take a look at the talent tree, and we will have to keep improving our defense just to make it really solid. I think that is just the best way to go. And I will be upgrading this over here, boost acceleration for mid linebackers. Feel like those are an important part of the squad, of the defensive setup. And if we can get them to stop the ball, stop the runs, do all that, then I think we really have a good shot at this. All right, guys, are you ready for the first game here? I know I certainly am. So let's kick things off. So here we go. It's a home game, and that is actually nice that we're going to be kicking off the NFL season at home. CJ Stroud here, Damian Pierce, and you're facing off against Levis. Derrick Henry still around, still my starting running back, and I'm really looking forward to kicking this season off here. There we go. Here come the Texans. I'm looking. Do we see a bazillion zeros in there because of the rookies, or is it just the view that is somewhat skewered and the player models themselves are displayed correctly? And we're just going to be taking a look here. I don't see a bazillion zeros, but I don't really know what happened, what Madden does in such a case. I would need to see one of the new players on their team. One of the rookies. There's certainly a number 0, but they do have a 0 on the team. So it doesn't have to be the case that it's a mistake. And here we go. The kick is live. The kick has happened. And we are going to start straight away with a run on inside zone, left-hand side. Tyjae Spears. Perfect. A perfect run, exactly as I envisioned it. Exactly as I wanted to have it. Or not. All right, the Texans are setting up super tight. Super tight. So here we go. Do we find some space? Yes, we do. Here we go. And it's Tyjae Spears with a stiff arm. We get a first down. 2 rushes, 14 yards. Nice. Will Levis, good handoffs. Inside zone, left-hand side. Let's try this again. It just worked out pretty well. Do we have another shot at this? They're stacking up pretty tight. Oh, and yeah, this is too much pressure. Will Anderson Jr., number 51, breaking through here. 2nd and 13. We lose some yardage here. And we're going to go with the dagger. We're going to follow this up here. Looking for Okonkwo, of course. We've got Kyle Phillips who's ready. But this team is certainly prepared for everything we're going to be throwing at them. 3rd and 6. Sutton, number 34, with a stop. Let's set up this one here. Let's go in a run formation, but I'd like to try to get the flood going. Treylon Burks, one of my most trusted wide receivers. Woof. Hard hit. 4th and 3. And again, it's Sutton. Again, it is Sutton. Come on, Treylon. And I actually don't want to... punt. I don't want to punt. We're going to try and break through here. There we go. Did we get it? I think we did. 1st and 10. 4 yards for Derrick Henry. First run of the season. Wasn't fantastic. Wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Next up. Let's go with another run here. Left-hand side. And very well done. Evading the lunging tackle here. Great job. Derrick Henry, well done, my man. Inside zone, left-hand side. We keep plugging away at this one. 50 seconds at the 33. Dowell doing a really, really nice job. Oh, can we get the stiff arm? I tried to evade number 1, but Jimmy Ward not to be shaken or stirred. I had to do it. There you go. Mesh spot up next. We're going to go each and every way. Look at that Whyle. Look at that Burks. Okonkwo is also here. Very nice. I just love Burks. He's such a solid wide receiver. So good on the catch. Tight end attack. Right hand side run. Unless we get called here with this. With this. Ending of the first quarter here. Sometimes my brain just stops working, right? Do you have that as well? Sort of mid-sentence, just slowing down. Ooh, almost smacked away, but there was pressure on Levis. Pressure incoming, and this is true tranquil. Inside zone split. We're going to go left again. Okonkwo will go right. And it's Levis here. Derrick Henry dragged back. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. And you can see immediately that this defense is certainly buffed. Last season, we had... I wouldn't say we had a field day against him, but it wasn't really that hard. The coverage wasn't as great. So it certainly was less problematic for us. Just looking at this here, we have constant coverage. There's constant coverage, and the plays that we used to go for aren't working anymore. And now Cameron Dicker, he's my kicker. I can say it again. Whoopie-doo! And perfectly timed. There we go. Fantastic stuff here. I feel good about this one here. I started out in preseason with Trey Wolf, then we'd switch to Michael Badgley, who was, I'm going to say, halfway decent, but certainly could have been better. And immediately they've got a touchdown on the board, 2 minutes 32, and this is already a contest. Yikes. Coming around the side, number 5, 2nd and 6. Come on, Will. We're going to have to try and really get some plays out of him. Otherwise, he's not going to be improving. He's not going to improve, and that will slow down his development. This is always going to be bad. And horribly inaccurate. 3rd and 6. Pressure is on. Will Levis. Come on, man. Let's focus here. Let's focus here. What a hard hit. 4th and 1. Of course, we're going to try and get this done with a halfback cut here. Number 24, that's Stingley. As we will be pushing forwards, trying to get the first down. There we go. We get the first down and then some. Very well done, Derrick Henry. Pushing through here. Let's follow up with the dagger. 1 minute 40. I want to have a touchdown. Don't ask me how we're going to achieve that, but I want to have a touchdown. Stepping out of bounds, number 34 tried to get him here, 2nd and 3. And I think Okonkwo is just contemplating life decisions right there. As we will go with something different, not this. Is Burks my wide receiver number 1 all of a sudden? Not so sure. Let's go with verticals. Looking for Tyjae Spears. Just run through this. Wow, and that's a fumble. That is the first fumble of the season. No. Jaelyn Petra with the brutal hit. Smash. And the ball came out. Come on, defense. And we're behind. What I wanted to do now has been sort of turned around on its head, and we will have to be extremely, extremely good to catch up now. Kyle Phillips. Well done here. 40 seconds. Let's call our first timeout. I know it might be a little bit early, but I'm going to try and get this here. I want to have him running outside towards the left. Just stop the clock, get the first down, and Kyle Phillips with some yardage here. And some discussions. How many zeros are there on the side? I don't see that many, actually. Let's go to an instant replay. I just want to check out the numbers here. Because it might just be the player models, but who's this? Just zoom in here. This is King. He might actually have number 0. Now, everybody else does look quite decent. What about the sideline numbers? Can I see those as well? Jesus Christ, camera! All right, there we go. It might just be the player models in the menus that are somewhat weird. I'm going to test this next game. I'm going to be using a player that has the base model, and we're going to see. Gonna see what happens in game. Yeah, kind of saw that one coming. Graham Barton picking up an injury, our right guard. Not what I wanted to see. Okonkwo and Burks pushing forward. 2nd and 10. At least a timeout should be doable. At least a timeout. All right, guys. Let's substitute him. Dylan Redunds. There we go. Level Sale. Phillips. And Okonkwo. Pushing forward. Push, 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 push. And there we go. I think we're going to go for the field goal now. 19 seconds. We could try a pass play. If it's broken up, okay. But I think I'd rather take the field goal here. It's hard as it is anyways. There we go. And it's good. Cameron Dicker, well done. Because, of course, he's my kicker. And we have yet to score a touchdown in this first game of the season here against the Texans. Come on, defense. Defense stops them. That is a big one. That is a huge one. Let's go the halfback off tackle. Left-hand side run. Left-hand side run. Off we go. The opening was there, but I didn't get in there. I didn't get in. Crud. Can we hit DeAndre Hopkins? I would love to hit DeAndre Hopkins. I just don't think that we'll be able to do that. Completely out of reach. Pressure was on. And this turnover was a chance for us. And right now we're kind of wasting the chance. I'm not too happy about that. Let me go with Okonkwo. Frick. Just as I was about to throw, Rick Armstead breaks through here. And our offensive line cannot hold him. We have to punt. Ryan Stone has 4th and 18. And our advantage has gone. Had a chance on this one here. Can we try get the ball out of his hands? No, he's holding on to it very, very fiercely. And here comes CJ Stroud again. Really, really bad. Come on, deep. And we're behind. We're behind by 1 touchdown, though, so I think we can get back into this. Just don't ask me how. Momentum is stacked against us. Iced out. Fantastic. Home team loses some receiver icons before the snap. That is awesome. So we're going to try and just regain our composure with the run game. Derrick Henry gets 4 yards. And the run game just takes ages to develop. Close play action cross. Here we go. Whyle or Burks. We've got the chances right there. Just need some time to get the ball out here. 3rd and 1. Number 5, that's Jaelyn Petrie, who has been very good all game long. Sadly, I have to add, sadly, he's been very good all game long. The CJ Stroud certainly making that superstar Dave trait felt around here. Let's go this base here. Running around. Can we get around these players? No, we cannot. 1st and 10, 3 minutes 50. The thing is, we would need 1 touchdown and 1 very quick turnover. And while he holds on to the ball, no, he doesn't. Drew Tranquil with a stop. This is really, really a brutal team right now. I mean, I didn't underestimate them last time around, but right now, this is just really, really rough. Nice. Kyle Phillips moving forwards here. 13 for 18, 106 yards, Will Levis. Will post drag. Let's go the super short route here. Again, looking for Whyle. Maybe Okonkwo is an option. Burks, Hopkins. I doubt I'll hit those. Smacked away. 2nd and 10. They really buffed up. Yeesh. I think this is cool. I think this is really cool that the CPU sort of acknowledged the problems that they had and just said, all right, I think we're gonna have to improve here. And then they did just that. Ah, crying out loud. Number 37. Miles Jack. With a quick stop here, didn't even get into contact here with anybody else. He's just coming through at me. He's got Hawkpins or Hopkins. Wow. Oh my lord. 4th and 10. I know, we have to go for this one. We have to go for this one here. I'm going to go with Okonkwo. Phillips is an option as well, but we have to hit this one here. If we don't get this one done. And we don't. The coverage is really good. 13 and 6. And this time around, it's us that's getting punished. Really, really brutal. Very brutal situation here for us. We've got a young team. And we're really having problems. Treylon Burks stopped here quite emphatically. Let's go to the bench. The 2-minute warning sounds. I've got Whyle. I've got Okonkwo. Oh my goodness. Tranquil just slaps it out of the air. Wow. Wowity, wowity, wow. Nasty. Very nasty. All right, let's reshuffle. Let's reshuffle here. Let's get those 3 yards going between tackle and guard. Take it down here pretty quickly, number 95. Let's go. Coach suggestions revolving solely around pass plays. And he gets the ball. Well freaking done, man. Chigozimo Okonkwo for once. Woohoo! We break through. 1 minute 30. Do we have this in our pocket? Hell no. We still have such a long way to go. DeAndre Hopkins. Can we get Burks? Now we're pushed back. I'm going to take a timeout now. At the 55, probably a little bit too early. A little bit too early. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Looking at Okonkwo, looking at Burks, looking at Hopkins. Those insides, those are the ones that I want to see running. Go, go, go. Jesus freaking Christ. I hate it when they just slap it away. I really hate that. I really, really hate that. It's just so annoying. Kyle Phillips. Come on, my man. I need you now. Safe catch. Well done. Going down pretty quickly. Let's pick a quick play here. One that is promising. We've got 25 seconds to get into the end zone. Quick, 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 quick. Let's go. And I'm going to be stepping out of bounds here at the 15. We've got 15 seconds left. If we can get this, we will equalize. If we don't, we're going to be starting into the season with a loss, which is great. I always love that. Is this a good play? I don't know. Play action crossers. Might try this one here. Okonkwo, maybe even Burks. Burks could get free. Incomplete. 11 seconds. Really hard getting the ball past those players. Really, really hard. Overthrown. 7 seconds to go. Oh, guys, why are we doing so horribly suddenly? I mean, I can tell you why, because the Texans really, really improved so much as a team. We've got double coverage for Okonkwo. Did we get it? Swatted away. 4th and 10. So let's go. Let's take a look here. What do we do? What do we do? Do we go with a quick pass? I need a quick double slant, maybe. Let's try this. Double slants. This is it. This is it. Either we get it or we lose the game. So final play. Oh, it slapped away at the last second. And we lose the game. Treylon Burks was en route. And the Texans beat us at home. Super annoying opening game. And CJ Stroud gets a lot of revenge for last year's results. And really, really painful for us starting the regular season like that. I always felt like we were chasing the game. Both quarterbacks really not having the best of days here, 57-56. But rushing really didn't work. Rushing hardly ever worked. Receiving side, Kyle Phillips as my best wide receiver. Chig Okonkwo also doing quite well. Treylon Burks. At least we didn't have that many drop balls, right? We just had one for Josh Whyle. But that fumble, that one really hurts. Because this is basically the one that turned the game on its head. 5-5 solo tackles here. Aziz Al-Shaair and Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward and Miles Jack as the total tackle leaders. Tackles for loss. Aziz Al-Shaair, Will Anderson Jr. 1 sack for Arik Armstead, so we didn't stay clean. And 0 interceptions today. Kevin Byard, we know we have to step it up. Everyone is disappointed in the fact that you gave us a vote of confidence and we let you down. Well, it's not ideal, but it's better to fall short now than when it's win or go home. We'll get things figured out. So, yeah, sucks. Sucks to start the season this way. I was really looking forward to this one, but again, I was kind of expecting this. The Texans really improved a lot. The offensive line just way more solid right now. The defense really buffed up very much. I love the contest though. It was a good one, and this is what I love about man. This is what I love about the NFL. Each season plays differently. There's hardly ever the same feeling with one team. So yeah, let's see what this season brings. Let's see if we can get those 7 wins. And yeah, hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and just helps the channel, as you know. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.